Aveenu Malkeinu, חננו ועננו, אבינו מלכינו, חננו ועננו, כי אין בנו מעשים. Second part, A minor. This next tune, though, Avinu Malkeinu, is one of the most popular tunes, probably sung in almost every synagogue in the high holidays. It literally means our Father, our King. And it's a long prayer, but this particular portion that we're singing it to is the end of the prayer. And the words are Avinu Malkeinu, our Father, our King. Chanenu ועננו, find favor and answer our prayers, answer us. Ki en banu מעשים, because we don't have deeds. Aseh imanu tzedakah vechesed והושיענו, do with us kindness and charity, and bring us salvation. So this is actually one of the most ancient songs that we have. The story behind the song is that basically there was a drought that was going on for a long time. And all the different rabbis, all different people were trying, and sages and miracle workers were trying to bring down rain. And they were singing the merit of this and the merit of that, and bring us rain, God, and just nothing was happening. And then Rabbi Akiva, this goes way, way back. This is the time of the Second Temple. It's like 1st and 2nd century, 70 CE. It's like very old. So Rabbi Akiva, he's watching everyone. They say, pray. What's going on? You're the big sage. And so Rabbi Akiva got up and he prayed. He said, God, our Father, our King, have mercy on us. We don't have deeds. Like, I'm not asking you to help me because I deserve to be helped. I'm asking you to help me because you're the God, and like it's just have kindness on us. And then the clouds came and the drought was broken and it rained. So that's his prayer. That I think that's why it's such a big part of the high holiday prayers. It's like remembering, okay, we're relying on your kindness. So the key for this song is, it's called in the Middle East, we call it Hijaz. Hijaz. It's kind of like, if you would spell that, it would be CHI with like 2 dots. It sounds like an E, J or G with a /AZ. Hijaz. In Western music, it's related to as a harmonic minor. Is anyone here familiar with harmonic minors? Great. So a harmonic minor is I'll play it for you a second to hear it. So right now I tune my heart back to C major or A minor. So my harp is tuned completely natural right now. Now a harmonic minor would be basically we're in the A minor, we're in the Aeolian mode, so we're in the A minor right now. And that would be putting up all the G's into a G sharp. And now you can just do a glissando and you'll find yourself in the Middle East. Now what happens right now is we kind of shifted. Before I put up that G, we were playing in the A minor. But if you do this glissando and you listen, you'll find that the note that's really holding it, see what happens if I do the glissando, you play that E bass. It takes the whole music somewhere else. Right? So that's Hijaz. It's what if you were in the Middle East you would say that people would know it, or in Western music that would be a harmonic minor. Does everyone here have the sheet music? Whoever wants to follow along with the sheet music?
No.
Siona, you didn't get the music?
No.
Okay, do you see in the chat there?
Okay.
Wow, your harp came out beautiful.
Oh, Hashem. Okay, I got it.
Great. Okay. So I'm going to play it once through, and then we'll work on the song from the beginning. This song is a bit simpler. It's a bit easier than the other song. I debated between bringing this one and another Dorian mode song. If we have time, we'll do the third song, but just this song is much more popular, so I wanted to bring this one first. So I'm going to play it once through, and then we'll take it step by step. Avinu Malkeinu, Khaleinu Vanenu. One second. Avinu. I'll start again from the beginning. Avinu Malkeinu, Khaleinu Vanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Khaleinu Vanenu, ki banu מעשים. Second part. Aseh imanu, tzedakah vechesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah vechesed, והושיענו. Then second part repeats. Aseh tzedakah vechesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah vechesed, והושיענו. So that's a song. It's kind of short, easy. It has two parts that just repeat. Tiona, did you have the tuning right? You got it? Okay, so oh, sorry, I muted you back. Okay, so the harp is basically tuned to, we're in like C major, so the E, A's, and B's are up. And like if your harp would be naturally tuned to C major with the E, A's, and B's up, so then that's how it'd be tuned right now. But then in addition, you have the G sharp. And that G sharp is going to stay in the song the whole way through.
Okay.
I guess...
Whatever.
Huh?
E's and B's.
E, A's, and B's are up.
Okay, and I add G.
Yeah, and you add the G. I should just point out, I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but if there might be bomb alerts. If it does, I'm going to suddenly get up and leave the room, and you hear a lot of booms. It's like, I hope that doesn't happen, and that we can get through this without that. Okay, and so we have our G sharps up. Well, the song starts as E, G, 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 A, G, F, E. And I like starting that with a low, if you have the 34 strings, if you have a low E, so you can throw that in. If not, you can start up more. So it's E, and I come in on that E bass when I hit the G. So it's E, or when I play the G. I shouldn't say hit the G. Don't hit my harp. So that's E, G, 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 A, G, F, E. When I'm playing that A, I'm accompanying it with an F, not with an A minor, not with an A. So that's what's different about the harmonic minor scale than about the Hijaz scale than a regular scale is normally A minor would be in the A. When I'm in harmonic minor, or rather in Hijaz, the main chords are going to be revolving around the E, F, and the G sharp and D minor. That, by the way, is one of the key differences between Hijaz and harmonic minor. Harmonic minor usually is rooted in the A, So this harmonic minor song would usually sit on the A minor, and sometimes the E major would get thrown in. A classic example of that, of harmonic minor, is the song Shalom Aleichem. So it starts in A minor. It's the Shalom Aleichem would start in A minor, but sometimes you have that E major. That's what a lot of Jewish music has when they bring harmonic minor. It sits in the A minor, and sometimes the E major comes in. But what's different about a Hijaz song is that the song is rooted on the E. That's like the root of where the song keeps on coming back to, and usually starts on the E. So we'll go back to the beginning. E, G, 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 A, G, F, E. That bass note again is coming in on the G. And then the F is coming in on the A. So you got that? I'm just playing. And then F. And then doing our arpeggio up. You can just do E, G, B, E, or you can do E, G, B, and then the higher E if you want to add some more character to that. Let's try it together. 1, 2. E, G, 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 A, G, F, E. And again. E, G, G, B, A, G, F, E. And the next part. E, G, 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 A, G. Right now, every time I'm doing the E in the melody, I'm accompanying it with the E in the bass. And when I have the A, I'm accompanying it with an F. Again, you can do fifths, you can do just the low bass F. I'm keeping it up here right now in the meantime to keep things more simple. Right? You got that? So what I'm doing here with the left hand, I'll just show you the different variations. Sometimes I'm just plucking like this, just a fifth, that's plucked. Sometimes I'm walking up like an arpeggio. And sometimes I'm rolling it, rolling a chord. It's kind of like doing a very fast arpeggio. You're just letting each finger pluck it immediately one after the other. So I'll show you where that comes in. Here I'm rolling. You hear what that does? Okay, is that good? Is everyone good with that? Should we move on to the next part? Yeah? Okay, so the next part, the mode changes. The tuning stays the same, but we're going now to A minor. We're back in the Aeolian mode. We're back in the first mode where the song sits on, and it totally takes the mood to a whole different place. That's where it goes. Aseh, imanu. These words are where Rabbi Akiva was saying, do with us kindness and mercy, because we don't have any deeds. So the whole beginning was like, my Father, our King, Khannenu, Vanenu, find favor in us and answer us. And then it repeats again, our Father, our King, find favor and answer us, because we don't have deeds. I'm just giving you this so you can understand the change in feel. Now when it goes up to the A, it's doing Aseh, imanu. It's like, do with us tzedakah, vechesed, kindness and charity. And then that repeats. Aseh, Tzedakah, vechesed. Saying that again, do with us kindness and charity. Vehošianu, and save us. I just wanted to understand the feeling of the song and what words we're singing at that part. So now I'm going to go through the playing of what we did there. So it's A, C, Aseh, A, C, B, C, B, A. That would be like your third finger is on the A, your middle finger, and your thumb is on the C. And it's just... Got that? Yeah. Now the next part. So my thumb is coming to the B here. Actually, I would keep my second finger in the thumb because playing it a few times. Now my thumb will go down to the B. For people looking to add in like different grace notes, so I just did like... It adds like this nice feel to it. So from the beginning of the second part, here my left hand is just rolling A, C, E. So I did like, I started the Aseh, just like in the beginning with the Aveenu, the first note didn't have a bass note, and the bass note came in on the G, E, G, G. So the second part is just like that. It's A, C. The bass note, that A, comes in on the C. So if you have a low A, it's nice to throw that in over here. That'll be A, C. Then after I throw in that low A, my left hand jumps up to the next octave and plays an arpeggio of the A. So my left hand is doing this. So together that would be first A with the third finger in the right hand, and when my right hand plays the C, my left hand's going to play the low A. Right? And now I'm going to E major. So E, and my right hand is on the B. Okay. So do that again. The way that I'm getting that pattern on my left hand to fit is I'm doing the first time around, since I already played one note here, so I'm just doing A, C, and then A, C, E. So it's like you saw, so the left hand is just low A, and then A, C, and then A, C, E, A, C, E. Same thing for the next part. And then it does that again, repeats back. Here's a really beautiful place to throw in a harmony. If you put your left hand on the E above the C and your second finger on the C. And that would be Aseh. Yeah. Now, here's the first time. Hi. Here's the first time where we have a different chord coming in other than the A and the E and the F. Here's a D minor. So it's A, C, A, C, B, C, Aseh, imanu. Here's a D. D, 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 C, B, A, for those of you that are bored with this range and want something more to keep you busy, when you play that D, you can you can add with your third finger and second finger an F and an A below that. So you're kind of adding in a chord over there. You're accompanying with your right hand a chord with the melody. So I'll show you that in action. Aseh, imanu. So here for the melody, I'm putting my thumb on the D and my third finger on the F, second finger on the A. But you don't have, you can just play the single note. And then back to E and my third finger on the G sharp. You can see there's also two endings of that part. The first ending is vehoshi'anu. It ends on B, and the second ending is G-A-B-A-G-F-E. See in the sheet music, there's two endings to that part. Okay, so I'm going to go from the beginning of the second part, and I'll take it slow. I'm adding in some harmonies. Here's that harmony. Okay, got that? That harmony, you can just keep it going for the whole part from there. My teacher Adina Har-Oz, so she told me this beautiful analogy about playing harmonies like that. Is like a cat, how cats when they land very springy on their feet. So the harmony, we're not like plucking it hard. It's kind of like coming in for a landing, touching, and just jumping right off. And this was like, she told me this 10 years ago, and still till today, every time I play harmonies, I have that in my mind. Okay. So, should we take the song from the top? I'll go from the beginning. Aveenu Malkeinu, Khannenu ועננו, Aveenu Malkeinu, Khannenu ועננו, כי אין banu מעשים. Repeat. Avinu Malkeinu, Khannenu ועננו, Avinu Malkeinu, Khannenu ועננו, כי אין banu מעשים. Second part, A minor. Aseh, imanu, tzedakah, tzedakah, vechesed. Aseh, imanu, tzedakah, vechesed, והושיענו. Aseh, repeats it again. Manu, tzedakah, vechesed. Aseh,